Thank you, Neil. Here's what's happening in the region. Trinidad and Tobago woke up to news that 5 more people were murdered overnight. The homicide rate as of Wednesday morning is 20, the Express reported. 2 men, Nathan Cummings and Yavel Joseph, were shot and killed in Arima, while 2 men were shot and killed at Marciano Drive, El Dorado. The fifth homicide victim on Tuesday night was a man who was killed at Maryland Hill, Belmont. Residents found 27-year-old Dwayne James slumped in his vehicle with a gunshot wound to the head. Superstar Rihanna has filed a lawsuit against her father, Ronald Fenty, in a dispute over the use of the Fenty name by their respective companies. The Guardian reported that the pop superstar, who is Barbadian, has had huge success in recent years with her label Fenty, selling cosmetics, lingerie, and the Puma sportswear. Ronald Fenty has also used the family name in his company, Fenty Entertainment, and as such, Rihanna is suing him over the use of the name, arguing that he has misled the public and damaged her brand. The lawsuit also argues that Fenty Entertainment attempted to book a 15-date Rihanna tour in South America, plus concerts in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, without her permission. Former Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto accepted a $100 million bribe from drug cartel kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, a witness has testified. According to the BBC, the witness Alex, who says he was a close associate of El Chapo for years, told a New York City courtroom that he had told authorities of the bribe in 2016. El Chapo is accused of being behind the Sinaloa drug cartel, which prosecutors say was the largest U.S. drug supplier. Mr. Peña Nieto served as the president of Mexico from 2012 to 2018. El Chapo has been on trial in Brooklyn since November, after he was extradited from Mexico to face charges of trafficking cocaine, heroin, and other drugs. We tell you now on the international scene that UK's Prime Minister Theresa May was trying to forge consensus in Parliament on a Brexit divorce agreement on Wednesday after the crushing defeat of her own deal left Britain's exit from the European Union in disarray 10 weeks before it is due to leave. Reuters reported that May was widely expected to see off an attempt by the opposition Labour Party to bring down her government, having secured the backing of her own party's rebels and the small Northern Irish Party, which props up her minority administration. Police in Israel have arrested a top lawyer as part of an investigation into claims that judicial appointments were traded for sexual favors. The BBC reported that the lawyer has not been named and a gag order covers most details of the case. But police said it concerned the appointment of a female magistrates court judge and an attempt to promote a male judge to a district court. On Wednesday morning, one male lawyer was arrested as part of the inquiry. Officers have also conducted searches and seized documents. The BBC also reported that the Jerusalem office of the Israel Bar Association was raided on Wednesday. Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta has said a siege by suspected militants in Nairobi is over and all the attackers have been eliminated. Gunmen attacked the compound in the Westlands district of Kenya's capital on Tuesday, killing at least 14 people, the BBC reported. Officials originally announced the end of the siege hours after it began, but gunfire and explosions were heard again early on Wednesday. The Somalia-based militant group Al-Shabaab said it was behind the attack. It is not clear how many attackers there were. In a TV address to the nation, Mr. Kenyatta said 14 people had been killed, but 700 others were safely evacuated from the complex. However, the Kenyan Red Cross put the number of dead at 24. A U.S. citizen is among the dead, the U.S. State Department revealed. A British citizen who held dual South African nationality was also killed, and another Briton was wounded, the U.K. Foreign Office revealed. And that brings us to the end of regional and international headlines. Back to you, Neil.